No more secrets. Today marks the moment fans have been whispering about for years, and before we go any further into this whirlwind of surprises, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the stories, reactions, and deep dives into the biggest moments unfolding in the world of Korean entertainment. The emotions, the rumors, the slow build of speculation, all of it has finally reached the surface with Cho Eun-woo and Moon Jae-young stepping into the spotlight together in a way that has left the entire industry wide-eyed. The story doesn't begin with confession. It begins with the chemistry everyone noticed the very first time these two shared the screen. Their dynamic felt easy, effortless, and grounded in something deeper than typical co-star rapport. Viewers reran their scenes endlessly, pointing out the tiny smiles, the soft glances, the familiarity that radiated even when they weren't speaking. For years, fans debated whether this warmth was simply great acting or something more sincere beneath the surface. Interviews fed the flames, even unintentionally. Whenever they appeared together, their words were courteous, professional, and respectful, yet their comfort with each other was undeniable. They laughed easily, teased lightly, and seemed genuinely pleased to share space. For many, it was the kind of natural closeness that could only come from people who understood each other beyond the script. And yet, both maintained silence on anything personal. No confirmations. No rejections. Just that careful middle ground that protected their private lives while keeping hope alive among fans who wanted to believe the spark was real. The silence didn't stop speculation. It made it grow. Over time, hints began appearing in places no one expected. The way they mentioned supporting friends in vague terms. The way insiders described the quiet bond between the two long after their drama had ended. A shared event here, a warm greeting there, nothing explicit, nothing certain, just enough to make people look a little closer. Fans became skilled detectives, analyzing schedules, comparing interactions, piecing together moments that felt like clues scattered across years. Still, nothing was certain until everything changed. The shift was subtle at first. A recent public event brought them into the same space after a long break from appearing together, and when they greeted each other, something felt different. It wasn't dramatic or staged. It wasn't a moment meant for cameras. It simply felt sincere. Their smiles met with a familiarity that wasn't stiff or formal. Their eyes softened. Their posture relaxed. It was brief, but it was enough. Enough to send social media spiraling. Clips circulated instantly. Within minutes, fans were zooming in, pausing frames, pointing out the closeness in their body language. Comment sections filled with excitement, shock, joy, disbelief. People who had long suspected a deeper bond felt vindicated. Others insisted it could still be friendship. But no one denied that something about this interaction stood out from all the others. As online discussions grew louder, neither Cho Eun-woo nor Moon Jae-young addressed the moment. Their silence drew even more attention, turning rumors into trending topics across platforms. For a full day, the industry buzzed so intensely that reporters began digging for any comments from their agencies. But everything remained quiet. Then came the moment that changed everything, an event appearance neither star promoted ahead of time, where they arrived not separately, but together. Calm, composed, walking with quiet confidence. They didn't cling to each other. They didn't pose intimately. But they stood side by side with the kind of natural ease that speaks louder than hand-holding ever could. Photographers immediately noticed. Questions rained down on them from every angle. Were they dating? Were the rumors true? How long had they been close? Yet both stars handled the flood of attention with poise, offering short, polite answers that didn't deny anything but didn't over-explain either. That subtle restraint made the moment even more powerful. By the time the photos reached the internet, fans were in a frenzy. Headlines exploded. Posts multiplied. Memes, reactions, celebrations, everywhere you looked, people were talking about them. But amid the excitement came a softer wave of emotion, happiness, support, encouragement. Fans weren't angry, they were thrilled. It was rare to see such overwhelming positivity, especially in an industry so sensitive to dating news. That outpouring of support may have been the reason everything unfolded so quickly afterward. Less than a day after the images went viral, both stars posted matching statements across their official accounts. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't lengthy. It didn't spill personal details. Instead, it expressed something simple. They cared for each other, they had grown close over time, and they asked for understanding as they navigated this part of their lives with sincerity. The world stopped for a moment as everyone read their words. No headlines could twist the tone. No speculation could outshine the clarity in their message. It wasn't a declaration meant for uproar, it was a quiet acknowledgement, delivered with respect. Fans reacted with overwhelming support. Messages of congratulations and encouragement filled comment sections. People revisited their past work together, pointing out scenes that now felt richer with context. Interviews resurfaced. Old behind-the-scenes clips trended again. Everything familiar suddenly felt new, reframed by the possibility that the feelings viewers sensed on screen may have held a touch of real emotion beneath the surface. Inside the industry, conversations shifted. Analysts discussed how their openness might influence future projects. Brands publicly reaffirmed their support. Agencies emphasized that both actors would continue focusing on their careers while protecting their private lives. Slowly, the chaos settled into something more grounded, a recognition that these two stars had chosen honesty over silence, not for drama, but for peace. And the public responded with grace. People admired the maturity with which they handled endless scrutiny. They appreciated the transparency without intrusion, the balance between public life and personal boundaries. It became a moment that wasn't defined by sensationalism but by sincerity. Their schedules resumed as usual. Filming continued. Photo shoots proceeded. But something had changed, not in their personas, but in how the world viewed them. There was now a layer of tenderness in the public's perception, a collective understanding that behind the stardom were two human beings choosing connection with care. What the future holds for them is theirs to decide. Whether their bond deepens into a lifelong partnership or remains a meaningful chapter in their journey is not for the world to dictate. What matters is the courage they showed in stepping forward together, acknowledging something real without letting it be consumed by noise. And as the dust settles, the story becomes less about shock and more about the beauty of timing, trust, and authenticity in a world that rarely allows room for any of those things. If you want more stories like this, deeper looks into the lives and journeys of the stars you love, make sure you're subscribed, because there is so much more ahead, and you won't want to miss a single moment.